Hello. Don't think I didn't notice you saved that gay joke before I got on stage. Very, very coincidental. Hey everybody, my name is Lianna Carrera, and I am a soda and a coda, and I've actually known my whole life what a soda is. I've known that my brother is deaf and actually lied to me about what coda meant till I was 6 years old. He told me that it meant that I came from a coochie of a deaf adult. He also, wasn't responsible, God knows why, for teaching me sign language, okay? Which an older brother should never be responsible for teaching their little sister sign language. Because we would be playing basketball one-on-one, and he'd be like, you suck, you suck, you suck, right? And the sign for suck, you're supposed to be this is the sign for suck, right? Right? But not my brother. My brother would be like, oh, you suck! Oh! Which is ironic. But anyway, seriously, as an adult, I can't shake it. I'm interpreting at church, well, that sucks. And I'm like, oh, no. I don't know if you've ever met a deaf person that's robbed a 7-Eleven, but welcome to my life. My brother robbed a 7-Eleven. Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're deaf, it takes guts to rob a 7-Eleven. He straight up walked in, looked at the teller, and he was like, and there was people in there too, and he was like, straight up, it's all on tape. The guy was like, a mime is robbing me. He came home with 27 cases of cigarettes. Walked in, I'm like, what did you do? He's like, I can do anything hearing people can do. I robbed a 7-Eleven. I was like, great. Your life is off to a great start. I'm sure he appreciates me just telling you all his baggage. We'll get to mine. It's fine. Growing up in my house, though, you had to have a sense of humor. You just did. From a very young age, my dad taught me how to play pranks on my mom. When she would be vacuuming, he would get so excited. He'd be like, Lianna, your mother, she's vacuuming. Come here. And I'd be like, okay. And we would go over to the plug, and he would take the plug and unplug it. And she wouldn't know, so she would just keep on vacuuming. Sometimes I tell that joke at the Improv or the Laugh Factory or something, and I get the audience goes, oh, right? Do not feel bad for my mother. Do not feel bad for her. The woman won every single argument we ever got into. Okay, arguments in my house growing up looked just like this. Mom, I want to go out with my friends. Lianna, clean your room. But Mom, I want to go out with my friends. Lianna, clean your room. But Mom, and she goes like this. Every time I go near it, it shines. No, it's not there. That's not happening. Now I told, oh my God, you just made me be like, what is happening? Now I have to think about, okay. Growing up, as a coda, we have one coda in the audience, congratulations, sorry. People are like, oh man, you have to interpret from a young age for your parents. So I would interpret for my parents, if we were going to go out to a restaurant, or if they got in a car accident or something, I was just always interpreting for them. And I know a lot of adult codas that are like, oh man, I'm bummed by this. I always had to interpret, but for me, I love sign language. I love that I was given that gift at such an early age, and to be able to communicate in all kinds of situations. Sign language has been good to me. Okay, sign language helped me pick up chicks way before I should have been able to pick up chicks. Way before. In 8th grade. Think of me as the Justin Bieber of sign language, okay? I walked up to a girl and I'm like, And she was like, she forgot she was straight. She just forgot. That is the power of American Sign Language, just so you know. And I'd like to say that, like, as an adult, I no longer use cheap tricks to pick up chicks. That rhymed, I love it. I'm a poet and a comic. But I do. I mean, what's so great about sign language is that it takes away the need for you to know anything about anything. Like, you don't really have to know about something. Like, so I'll ask a girl out, we'll go out to a nice restaurant, we'll go out to dinner, we'll order a bottle of wine, and when the wine comes, if I didn't know sign language, I would have to, like, make up something, right? Like, I'd have to be like, oh yeah, pour it, oh yeah. Oh, smells lovely. Oh yeah, the dirt, it's dirty on this. Tannins are really high, and yeah, earthy. Ha, I love it. You know, I would have to make stuff up, right, to like impress. Well, none of y'all drink wine, okay? But when you taste it, there's like a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I have to act like I know what I'm talking about after I drink this wine. But if you know sign language, not the case. You just need to know the basics, okay? So you just gotta know. So when they put the wine out, I just go. I just said, red wine, delicious, right? Basically, I'm a caveman at this point in sign language, but like, they melt. Like, wow. You can say the most mundane stuff too, and they get so excited, like. Oh God, okay, so as a Coda, like there's something you swear to yourself you'll never do, and that is become a sign language interpreter. No offense to anybody in the room, but I actually did just start sign language interpreting like 4 months ago. And I gotta tell you, props to the sign language interpreters in the room, okay? Because, yes, just because you know sign language does not mean that like you can interpret, right? So, thank you. I will just go ahead and say that. But I do have a job interpreting, so don't tell anybody I said that. And, but this is how I feel. This is what I feel like. Have you guys ever been driving down the highway and you look in the mirror and you like freak out because you think you see like a cop behind you because it's got like the siren, it's got like on the top, you freak out, you go real slow, you slam your brakes on, and then that car comes right up beside you and it's like a mall cop, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, that should not be legal, you should not be allowed to drive that car, and you scared me, right? Okay, so I am to like sign language interpreting what a mall cop is to a real cop, right? So like I walked in a room dressed in black, and I might look like an interpreter if it's dark enough, and you are drunk. So mad props. I'm totally still learning as an apprentice, but mad props to the actual sign language interpreters in the room. But here's something I didn't know before I became an interpreter, okay? I didn't know how much, they don't tell you this, that when you become an interpreter, the thing that sucks the most is that you actually have to start listening to what people say. Yeah. Like I spent my whole life like not listening to people. Like I've learned through my work that 99.9% of what hearing people say is bullshit. Like there is nothing that we say that the deaf person even needs to know practically, except for right now, don't worry, right? This is important. But other than that, I promise, hearing people, and if there's a second person involved, a hearing person involved in the conversation, I promise you, they are contributing nothing of value to the conversation. They are merely trying to make the interpreter die. Because as hearing people, we're trained to fill the space, to fill the emptiness. So we just want to say stuff like, wow, me too, wonderful. But when you're interpreting, you're trying to keep up with one person that's not saying shit. And then you got to look at the other person and be like, Stop it. They threw me in to interpret a slam poetry meeting. What is with hearing people in slam poetry? Like, I don't, like, they know we're rehearsal, just go interpret the slam poetry. Okay, so I get there, and this woman is on stage, and she starts saying a poem, right? And I'm standing up on stage like, she says a poem, so she's like, yo, my broken heart is in the sky with Barack Obama. Don't know why Barack Obama is there. This is artistic. I love this. And I will never ever get over you because you are my dream come true. Yeah, sky, clouds, rock, trees. Metaphor. And I'm like, okay. This is me interpreting the slam poetry then. At that moment. Like they say, blindness cuts people off from things and deafness cuts people off from people. Good! Bring it on! Oh man. Alright, so I'm actually, just turned 29 years old, and it's amazing that I made it to my 29th birthday, because I don't know if you know this about having deaf parents, but they will try to kill you. I remember being in kindergarten, and my mom would be driving me to school, and I'd be in the back seat, doing what, kids do in the back seat, which is, like kicking the seat. I'd be eating my Cheerios, kicking it. My mom would have her favorite song on, which went something like this. I kicked her seat so much she let go of the steering wheel, turned around, and yelled at me just like this. I'm in the back seat going, ah! I walk into kindergarten needing a Paxil. Little Lianna, what are you doing? I'm singing a song. It's my mother's favorite one. She plays it all the time. What a lovely audience. Thank you for letting me come tell jokes with my voice here. I love you guys. Find me on Facebook, Lianna Carrera. I'd love to see you guys there too, okay? Bye, thank you.